Hey Saggy, it is CJ here. Nice to have you. Nice to connect with your energy. Welcome back if you're part of our family. I hope you're doing beautiful, Sag. Today is Thursday. It's August 14th, 2025, already almost halfway through this month. We're going to do a general reading for you, not a one-to-one, so keep that in mind. And it won't resonate with everyone, pretty sure, okay? And again, timeless, right? This could be something you've already gone through. Thank you so much for being here, taking the time to see this video. Maybe there's something special in it for you, and if there is, leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. I try to respond to you all the time. You know how much I love you, Sag. Okay, we're going to get into this reading. My energy feels a little weird today. I don't get what's going on. I'm all fine and everything, but meditating, the energy felt a little bit different. I didn't really receive any kind of message, but there was a feeling of disconnection. But you know, the more I try to tune into it, it just was like I was getting a blank. So I don't know what that is about. I'm not sure if you're feeling disconnected or if someone else around you might be feeling disconnected. Who knows? We're going to see. We're going to open up with my Divine Animal deck and see what Spirit has for you, all right? Okay, Saggy, thanks again for being here. I love you. Let's get started. All right, Spirit, what's on the bottom of the deck? What is the message for Sagittarius, our fire sign? For those that this is their message, what is it? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the goat, Sag. This is all about reliability. Words don't seem to be flowing too easily. But it is number 19, so it is a 10. It is a Wheel of Fortune. Again, you could break it down. It could be the Magician, so this might be all about your power here. But reliability is obviously about either you're being relied on, someone's relying on you, which being a Sag, that's pretty... I would like to say that's kind of typical. Most people do rely on you. You are very reliable, as the goat is. I'm just going to move my mouse over here. Let me show this to you. But the goat is standing almost over, big goat, right? But standing over what looks like a house, right? Like this kind of house, but it looks cold and wintry. So like protection's kind of coming through here. So I'm getting this kind of two ways, Sag. Obviously, you're very reliable. I'm wondering if you're questioning someone else's reliability, though. It's kind of getting that feeling here. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. All right. So we have the wolf next, authenticity. Interesting. The goat and the wolf. This is number 17, so it's an 8, which is about your power, right? All that you have, which is pretty huge. Staying true to yourself, right? Finding out who you are. Really remaining like... steadfast in your authenticity. I can't speak today. Okay. Authenticity. There we go. But also there's something here about the lone wolf too, and that's coming through. You know, wolves generally are in a pack, but there are those lone wolves that are on their own. Sometimes we as people are referred as the lone wolf. Kind of getting a little bit of that too, and I'm wondering if this is connected, if this is how you're feeling. Okay, thank you, Spirit. If this is how you're feeling, that you're always reliable for everyone else, work, family, friends, you know what I mean. Man, I even feel like strangers too. If someone asks you for a couple of dollars, even if you don't have much, you give it. You're very generous in that way. And I'm wondering right now if this is about, because I didn't really receive anything when I was meditating other than a disconnect. I'm wondering if you're starting to wonder if you're the lone wolf. Okay, that's the only way I can kind of put it, Sag. So here we are. Then we have the deer. Power. Number 11. So it is that master number, right? Wow. You have power over the situation is what I'm hearing. Whatever situation this is, it's a general, so it's going to be a little bit different. A little bit more variety because of the energy, as it's not specifically on one person. But the power, so you have the power over this. We also have the red-crowned crane next, Sag. When this card comes out, it usually is a question of loyalty. It's 29, so again, it is 11. You have two cards back-to-back here that are 11, so it would be the 1111 number. Yeah, I think... Okay, honestly, what I'm getting right now, I'm feeling this energy of you may be feeling very much, I don't know what's been going on in your life. Maybe there's been some really difficult times or something, Sag. But I'm feeling, in a way with these cards, that yes, it does feel like you're questioning if anyone has your back the way you have theirs. And we have two cards here. Thanks, Spirit, for pointing that out. We have 2 cards here that have the full moon on it. Now, we just had the full moon. Oh, geez. When was that? Just on the weekend, right? So, perhaps this is something that has risen from that full moon. I need a sip of water here. Excuse me. Or this could be something that is coming to a head maybe by the next full moon. I haven't looked up that date. If anyone has, please put it in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. You see what I mean though, right? It's reliability, authenticity, your power, and loyalty. We do have the elephant next, which is leadership. So you may be taking the lead on something here. Okay, let's see what wants to come out. All right, Spirit. Thank you so much for guiding me in this reading for Sag. What is happening with my mouth? Okay, show me clearly. What is the message? Beautiful Sagittarius. What would you like them to know? Or what's going on here? Oh, that one just hit me in the chest. Okay, beautiful. Have to take a breath here. We have the Jaguar. Release. Okay, wow, releasing. And it is number 9, right? So 9s for me are coming to the end of something. Like, not quite at a completion level, but almost there, right? So the fact that you have the Jaguar and it is about releasing, you know, maybe this is releasing a relationship. Maybe this is releasing... Wow, what is this about here? Because this is a pretty big card. When it comes out, it's like pretty powerful. So there is this energy of you releasing something. It could be a person. It could be a situation. It also could be a mindset as well, Sag. You remember the cards we just had here. Because Sag, not everyone is in this world, you know, and you know this, but like not everyone in this world is able to give. Not everyone in this world is able to kind of be sensitive. So I'm wondering if we're gonna see with whatever comes out, but this is a powerful card. We also have the lioness on the bottom, so look at that. Now you have 2, so it's 2 cats here. This is about this is protection. It's 21, so it is a 3 here. 3s for me are about coming into alignment. It's also a powerhouse number, right? Body, mind, soul, you know, birth, life, death. Oh my gosh, what is going on with my throat chakra? I feel like you're obviously very protected, but I'm almost feeling as well, okay. This is wild because I'm getting mixed messages here, Sag. I'm trying to wrap this up as quick as I can here for you. But it almost is feeling like perhaps you do have to release some kind of mindsets because Spirit's coming through saying you are protected. You know, your energy, your light, I should say. Thank you, Spirit. Your light is never going to dim because of someone else. You shine very bright, and I feel like you need to know that you are protected. What is this about? Maybe it's about some kind of work thing. But I'm very pulled to the eyes of these cats. And they are kind of blue. Huh, that's wild, because we had the blue heart. I remember that yesterday, and some of you left comments about the blue heart. Okay, very interesting. Let's get into the tarot so we can get a little bit more energy. So releasing what is no longer good for you, whatever that is, and knowing that you are protected, right? You are protected. Okay, I'm going to go into my light seers deck today, I feel. Let's start here. Bottom of the... Oh, okay, we have the Tower. Okay, don't freak out. The Tower, obviously, sometimes it can be really intense because it does usually come out of the blue. And it usually shakes things up, but it is meant to shake things up, right? Because we're meant to get to another place. In this deck, it is represented by the squirrel. I know one of you guys said last time I did the reading, it makes me laugh. Because I think I said, look, the squirrel's not worried, it's got its nuts, it's happy. Well, it does, it has its nuts over here, but I didn't mean to say it that way, which kind of makes me laugh even now. But there is something happening. Now, again, this could be you. This could be you bringing in the Tower if you're releasing things, right? Or releasing someone or something. It does feel like it's necessary. Again, the butterfly in here is transformation. We have the Hangman next. It's number 12, right? So that is a 3 again. The Tower is 16. This is like seeing things from a different point of view, looking at things differently, having a different perspective. Let's keep going here. We have the King of Wands, Sag, so that would be your energy. Could be Aries and Leo, but this is your read. This is determination, leadership, standing in your truth. standing in your authenticity. Really kind of, this is powerful energy here. This is not about backing down, the King of Wands. Again, feminine, masculine, we all have all of it, right? So it doesn't matter. This is non-gender specific reading. We have the Two of Cups next. Wow, I just pushed the deck here. I wonder if this is about a relationship for some of you. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's our watery energy, so it's our emotions, our feelings, and our relationships with ourselves and with each other. And then there's the Three of Wands, which is your energy, Aries and Leo again, which is talking about moving forwards. Okay, I'm going to put these cards back. I want to see what this is about. Some of you may be releasing a relationship, releasing a way of thinking about a relationship. Let's see. Okay, Spirit, what is this about? What is this about for Saggy? For those that this is their message. It won't be for everyone. Okay, thank you. Five of Wands. I'm not going to take reversals today. We have the Five of Wands that has come out. Okay, so again, this is a fire element, right? So this is a lot of arguing. This is uncomfortable shit going through this. Not seeing eye to eye, but even on a different level, it's almost like combative energy that's really coming through here. And then we have the Seven of Cups on the bottom. So this feels like there's an energy now. It could be you, of course. It could be someone else too, because I'm kind of getting that feeling as well that I might be picking up on, I don't know, someone else here. But this feels like not sure of what you're wanting. Going back to that authenticity card, because they're showing that to me. Not sure of what you want, what is the right choice, what is the best choice. And with that Five of Wands, it makes sense, right? Because if something is unsteady, if something is unreliable, even if there's a question about loyalty again, it's hard to know what the next step, what the next right step is to do, right? We have the Six of Swords underneath the Seven of Cups, which kind of indicates here of movement, moving away. Again, that goes with the Jaguar. Maybe not knowing exactly where you're headed, but it is going to be smoother than where you've been. Let's keep going. Show me more, please, Spirit. Show me more, please. For Sagittarius, for those that this is their reading, what's happening here? Again, even this Five of Wands could be inner conflict as well, right? Yeah, the Queen of Swords coming out with the Four of Swords on the bottom. This is our air energy. So everything that goes on in our mind, look at that. Hold on. Eight of Cups has just popped out too. Okay. I don't believe in coincidences, so that meant to happen. Something is very much changing here. Now, this could be inside of you. Again, I'm not sure if this is like in the physical or if this is more in the emotional energy, even though we have the Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's our thoughts, it's our communication, it's our analytical mind, it's our logical mind. The Queen of Swords here is sitting here almost like, okay, I have to make a decision here on what is true, what is not, what is for me, what is not for me. The Queen of Swords, again, doesn't matter what gender you are. This is about seeing very clearly and also like almost in a more of a colder energy, not loving and warm in that way because she is the Queen of Swords, so she has that sort of truth. And there's no bullshitting with her, right? So again, it's almost like there's something that is happening here that I think you're releasing, you're ready to leave behind. That Eight of Cups on the bottom, that how it moved, it does feel like some of you are you're contemplating leaving. Like, this is done, this is over. That's really getting that, Sag. We have the Four of Swords on the bottom. Look at these cards. So Four of Swords on the bottom, this is like needing to rest, recuperate. Also not really allowing yourself to feel too much. The heart is outside of the body, indicating that necessary separation. Did I say disconnect? I think I did when I started this reading, because that's what I was feeling, a disconnect. That's what this card is feeling like to me as well. It's almost like you've There's a disconnect in some area of your life is what it's feeling like. We have the Five of Cups next. So again, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is sadness, disappointment. Things didn't work out the way you had thought they were meant to. But yet there's still two cups, right, that have not spilt. But sometimes when we're in the situation in life, it's hard to see that. Okay, I'm going to put these back. We're going to keep going here. But I just got to say that I just want to show you this. Because that is the Eight of Cups. Now, walking towards the sun, right? Perhaps there's something here wherever you're at. I'm going to put it right back where I got it. Perhaps this is the time that it's almost like necessary to make this change. Okay, show me more, please. Thank you so much, Spirit. Sending you so much love, Sag, because whatever this is, it does not feel, it doesn't feel really easy at this moment. Ooh, okay, wow, that card's sticking to my hand. 10 of Swords, didn't come out, but we'll put it back. The Nine of Wands with the Knight of Swords with the King of Swords on the bottom, followed by the 8. I'm just going to move this over here. Followed by the 8 of Swords. Holy cow. Okay. So look, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's like you've gone through a lot of things, probably a lot more than even just this situation. You're still standing, but I can see that there's an energy of, do I leave? Do I break away from this? Again, this could be a career move. This could be obviously a relationship of some sort, leaving it. Because we have that King and Queen of Swords is kind of feeling like that. Let me show you this. The Queen of Swords is looking over at the Nine of Wands. Let's see if I can hold it. There we go. Like, look at that. It's really like the Queen of Swords is like, how many more times do you want to do this? Like, how many more times do you want to be the wounded warrior? How many more times? Yeah, for some of you, this is about a relationship that needs to be released. Or at the very least, it needs to be seen from a different point of view, like the Hangman. Because it just seems like there's a lot of upheaval is what I'm getting with the Five of Wands. We follow it with the Knight of Swords. So, you know, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Knight of Swords is about really kind of, you know, the Knights are the movers and the shakers of the tarot. They're action cards. So this does indicate that you're moving towards something that you want, or something that you think that you want. But again, with the Knight of Swords, it's important to not rush too fast, because of the speed that the Knight of Swords specifically goes in. Sometimes they can get tripped up, or sometimes they don't see things that are hidden, right? Remember the cards at the beginning, and you know I don't always remember this stuff, but right now the red-crowned crane is showing up, the bird holding the woman over the mountains, having to trust, like, is this bird going to be loyal to me and not drop me? That kind of energy, right? So the Knight of Swords is important to slow things down. Now when we look at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So, you know, same energy as the Queen, masculine side here. This energy is usually a little bit more of, like, this feels to me like this would be, okay, so the Queen of Swords, if she's like, if this energy is like, okay, I see this, it's not working, I need to end this, I need to make a change. The King of Swords is like, okay, let me implement that. You know, it's like, let me get the attorney, let me find a new place to live, or let me get the new job first before I, you know, give my 2 weeks notice, that kind of energy. But yet we have the Eight of Swords after that. Look at all these swords. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the energy of feeling very stuck. So Sag, perhaps you are feeling like you don't have power. Perhaps you are feeling, and that's why Spirit's reminding you, you know, perhaps you're feeling like your hands are really tied and there's no, like, I want to say no way out, but at the same time, this may be some change of view that is needed, if that makes sense. Let's get some clarifiers. I just want to see what's under here. Right. We've got the Page of Swords. So messages, communication. This could be offers or opportunities, or other offers or opportunities around you that is making you think about leaving some situation. Feels like you're having quite a bit of anxiety or stress or sleepless nights about it, or maybe all of the above. Okay. I'm not sure where I should go here. Let me see. I want to go into a different deck so we can actually see if there's anything else that wants to come out. Let's go to Fountain. Okay, we have the 4 coins on the bottom, 4 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 4 of Pentacles is the Miser card. Now, when we're talking about Pentacles, it's money and all that kind of jazz. But, you know, again, like this deck feels different too, right? Because it's like, look, there's like a hut. It's got the 4 coins in it. This feels like isolation, or this feels like keeping something to yourself. Followed by the 10 of Pentacles, which typically is a very beautiful energy of stability. Money, more than enough. But can represent family, home, right? Can represent position too. Maybe you're thinking about releasing something. Maybe you're working somewhere, or your career, you're working doing something that it has been very unhealthy. And therefore, but maybe the money has been really good. And therefore, Spirit is saying, we got to release this because it's not lining up with you. You know, and you may be loyal to the company, and this is an example, but is the company loyal to you, kind of thing. We have the King of Cups next. So, you know, this is all about getting the emotions to flow very gently and easily. This isn't about being unstable emotionally. This is a very calm energy. It's followed by the Tower. So we have the Tower once again. So repeat cards here. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's see if we can get some clarifiers a little bit more. Why is the 5 of Wands here, please, Spirit? Why is it... nope, nothing flipped. Okay, why is the 5 of Wands here? If you can show me a little bit more. What is this fighting? What is this battle? I mean, it could... Oh, something did flip, Sag. I didn't see. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Well, all aces are a beautiful new start. So this is wanting a new beginning in love, in your, at least your emotional health, right? Perhaps something is not fulfilling you. Look at that, man. We got the 5 of Wands again. So it does feel like there's obviously there's something not sitting right. There's something that is off. There's something that has been heavy, that is like arguing, battling. It doesn't feel good. Ace of Cups is coming through. I asked, why is the 5 of Wands here? Well, I feel like the Ace of Cups is saying you want a new beginning, a new start in the emotional area. So again, I don't know what the specifics are for your situation, but the energy is still the same. Perhaps some of you have found something that is better. Okay, so maybe that is work, maybe that isn't a relationship or something. Maybe there's a relationship that hasn't been working for a long time, and there's this a new potential. Okay, let's see. I want to see what the Queen of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit. The Queen of Swords, can you show me a little bit about that? I just seen the 6 of Cups. And 6 of Cups would typically be something from our past. Let's see here. Oh, the world where I picked this up. The 8 of Wands. Okay. The 8 of Wands with the 5 of Swords. I gotta say, I really feel like you want this over. Whatever this is, I feel like you want this over quite fast. Because 8 of Wands is, you know, forward movement, but it's quite rapid. It's quite fast. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, it's almost like, okay, let's get this over with, right? We have that 5 of Swords on the bottom. Look at all these swords. So 5 of Swords is, again, this is a mental combat. Again, fighting, yelling, manipulation, however it may be. But it's, again, it's not a great feeling when this is happening. Can mean like not understanding each other. And then we have that 8 of Swords again. feeling stuck. And then we have the Two of Swords, not sure which way to go. A lot of swords here, so this does feel like kind of really being, Sag, I'm going to say it feels like you're really in your head, okay? I mean, and that happens to everyone, depending on, like, if you're under a pretty, this kind of intense situation. Okay, let's see. You know, 8 of Wands sometimes feels like travel too for me, like traveling quite far. So this could be indicating you're wanting to move in some way. Okay, show me a little bit more on the 9 of Wands, please, Spirit. The Wounded Warrior. Okay, what is this? Show me a little bit more. 9 of Wands, please, Spirit. Thank you so much for guiding me. Is there anything for the 9 of Wands? Okay, I'm going to go 3 times, see if there's anything. That's 1. Now, well, I guess it's pretty self-explanatory, the 9 of Wands, right? It's like, okay, how long do you want to keep doing this, as I said? So 9 of Wands, the Magician. It's all up to you. Again, going back to power. It's up to you on what you want to do here, and you can create what it is you want. If you're in some situation that is very uncomfortable, you're not happy there, it's not peaceful, there's drama, there's battle, there's, you know, gosh, my nose is getting very itchy right now. You have the power to remove yourself from this. Spirit is saying to you to release. And you're going to know what that's talking about if this is your reading, what you need to release, right? And know that you are protected always. Even if this hurts, even if you're unsure. But we're not going to get anything else for the 9 of Wands. They're not giving it to me. So, what about the Knight of Swords? Where is Sag running to or wanting to head to? What can you tell me about that, please, Spirit? Deck has gotten super quiet. Okay. What can you tell me, please, Spirit? Let me reground here for a sec. 5 of Cups on the bottom again. It's like something hasn't worked. I've got the Queen of Wands. Like something hasn't worked or something is not working. No matter how much you have put the energy, effort in, sometimes I don't know how to say this really. It's like sometimes if we're in whatever it is, whether it's a relationship, a job, a career, place we live, whatever it is, it's almost like sometimes we can tolerate it. We just go with the flow. We keep doing it until something happens. It could be the smallest little thing or it could be the big thing. You've had the Tower twice, and then it's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. And once that kind of realization happens, it's almost like you can't go back and change your feelings. I think you know what I mean, right? Even though there may be sadness, even though there may be regret that this didn't work out, it feels like Spirit is saying, if this is aligning with you, it's okay to release. Okay, so Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. Is there anything you can show me on that? Okay, what do we have? We got something, 2 cards. Wow. Well, we've got the Fountain. Holy wow. And the Chariot. Okay. And the 6 of Swords. Okay. I'm just going to make a little more room here. So, Hermit. Knight of Swords again. Okay. So, the Fountain has come out. This is a very divine source energy card. This is absolutely, you know, connected to whatever you're believing in. But this is the highest of the high. It is letting you know that you are protected, you are being guided, and almost on a certain level, even there's almost a healing aspect to this card, okay? This is an incredible card of the divine, angels, God, source, what you believe in, coming through to say it's okay. That they understand. And it's almost like, you know, the hand of God reassuring you. It is with the Chariot, which is Cancer's card. So some of you may be dealing with a Cancer. This is about full speed ahead. Taking the reins in your hands, making the decision that you need to make, even if it hurts, even if it's uncomfortable, trusting and knowing that you are where you're meant to be and you're headed in the direction you're also meant to be. This is, it can be a little bit hard because there's two horses here, right? One's going in one way, one's going the other, but you are in charge. And it also can be a success card too. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. Did we have, I don't know if we had this in the beginning. I feel like we did. So the Six of Swords, taking that leap, heading in a new direction that you feel is going to be in a much better alignment for you than perhaps where you are at this time. Okay, and that's the thing, is I can kind of feel a little bit of that heaviness again. So it is that disconnect. Again, sometimes it happens in life, right? Obviously it does. Now, I don't know specifically of what this is for each of you, if this is your reading and it is making sense. But again, I just want to say to you is like, you have to kind of do what is going to light you up and bring pleasure and happiness and joy in your life. Obviously, we all have responsibilities, etc., etc. I don't know what this is specifically, but it's pretty clear here to me that there is a need to release. Again, so maybe it is a mindset, but this feels more, there's more action kind of cards here. So I feel like this is truly moving forward in a different direction. Okay, I'm going to go one more time. I just want to see if anything else wants to come out. I hope this made sense, Sag. Again, not such an easy energy to be in. But it feels like Spirit is guiding you in that way. Okay, so Spirit, is there anything else that you have? Any final message for Sagittarius? For those that this is their reading, any final message? Just seeing the Six of Swords again. Anything else you'd like them to know? Nope, deck's gotten really quiet. Okay, I'll go 3 times. 1, 2, 3. No. 7 of Swords is on the bottom. In this reading specifically, I will say the 7 of Swords showing up again, Swords. This is make sure you're, how can I put this? Because this card typically means, you know, it means someone is doing something behind your back and trying to get away with it, right? They're trying to take the swords. Sometimes this card can mean keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself until you have it all figured out, right? It's kind of what I'm leaning to. I'm also getting that feeling, though, just be very mindful of your moves, how you're moving, because there's something about this hand on the knife that is feeling sharp, okay? So that's interesting. But then we do have the Ace of Coins next. So again, new beginning in the earthly realm. Again, even the finances, right? And it is followed by the Empress. So beautiful, abundant, new, kind of new life, really, because she's about fertility. Not just in pregnancy, but, you know, in things that we're growing and bringing to life. Okay. All right, Sag. Oh, man, I love you. I love you very much. I send you so much love and such tight hugs. You got the Fountain. That's a really beautiful card to show up. I feel like I want to go into Treasures from Takashi. Let's see if we can close this reading off. But in the meantime, I hope it has given some insight. Maybe confirm something for you. Let's see what's on the bottom. Oh, wow. We have completeness on the bottom. And it is followed by love. Okay. I'll read this and we'll see if anything wants to come out. A journey completed, a goal achieved, an era ended. Acknowledge your wholeness. You are at the end of a significant era in your life. Acknowledge your hard work and feel good about energies that you've expended. This now opens new doors and new horizons are just around the corner. You take with you all that you are and move forward into what you are becoming. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and like I said, we have love on the bottom too. So make sure you're loving yourself up and being kind and nurturing yourself to yourself. Okay, Spirit, final message for Sagittarius. For those that this is their reading, thank you so much for guiding me in this reading. Okay, well, we've got 2. We have transformation that has flown out. Okay. So completeness, and that was completedness, and now transformation. Transformation is a gradual process. Look back and see how many changes have occurred and thank yourself for all the steps you have taken. Now may be time for a giant leap of faith, or you may be ready for a journey into the unknown. Let go of the past and be free to move on. Renewal of strength and revitalization is upon you. Call upon your heart energy to see you through this transformation. Okay, so wow, pretty big energy. And we have delight that came out with it. Enchantment occurs when you least expect it. Open yourself to the charm of the world and tingle with delight. Have no expectations, and life is captivatingly beautiful. Look in the mirror and give yourself the gift of delight as you see who you truly are. Okay, Sag, that is where we're going to close your reading off. It is my hope that this helped you. Thank you again for taking the time to be here. I send you all of my love. I hope you stay well, stay strong. It's all going to work out here. Whatever this is for you, it's going to all work out, okay? All right, Saggy, I'm going to send you big hugs as always. I love you. Take care.